Look, this is hip hop. This is hip hop. Liquor shot the lyrical Mac 11, the clips drop. Ain't nobody reppin' that's better or taking his spot. Competition already know the time, check the wristwatch. Started from the Breakn, then I tried graffiti. Short-lived career, picked up the mic, they couldn't see me. Hooked up with the baddest DJ running around the city. Now I built a strong team and y'all can't fuck with my committee. No, this is hip hop, radio and TV. That's right, I had it. This your boy LS.
I'm Dewey Outlaw.
You're listening to This Is Hip Hop Radio on 22.3 Takeover Babies Radio. We are the station that has more fun with the show where East meets West.
We're in the middle, y'all. We're in the middle.
You already know, and we got a special guest, man. I'm gonna let my man Outlaw bring the people in and introduce them.
No doubt. So first and foremost, man, one of my partners, and I will say my partners, reached out to me and was like, yo, man, seeing what you're doing, really enjoy the show. We really want to come on and check y'all out, man. And personally, I get inspiration from people I know. You know what I'm saying? I watch people, I observe, I see how they move, man, and I try to use it as motivation. And it's easy to see folks and be questioning what they do, but it's easier when you see folks and you're just genuinely proud, man. So I want to welcome Final Focus Productions into the building. But first and foremost, I'm going to let you gentlemen introduce yourself.
Hey, yo, what's up? My name is Shay, aka New Platform.
What's up? It's your boy Curtis Abraham, Satellite Team No Sweet.
What's up? It's your boy Leon Richards, and long hair don't care.
Long hair don't care.
Long hair don't care.
So first and foremost, I got shout out my guy Leon. I wore this shirt for you today, man, for the Lion. You know what I'm saying? I don't know
Okay.
But first off, welcome to This Is Hip Hop Radio. Shane is a professional entertainer. Leon's been a professional entertainer. What made you guys decide to start this production company?
I'll go a little bit. So it's like this. All three of us are very, very talented. Okay, I've been knowing Leon for over 10 years, and we've done a lot of stuff together. About 15 years. He introduced me to Curtis, and you know when you meet people and you see the fire, you see the drive, you see the talent. I honestly do it. I try not to deal with anybody that ain't really real about what they do, because I've been there and done it, and I know if you ain't serious, this business will eat you alive.
It did.
So I see this dude pick up a camera and know how to work it inside out. I see this dude pick up a camera, do the same thing, and then they know about all this equipment. I picked up a camera not too long ago because I just love to create and make things come alive. All three of us coming together, from sound to video to choreography to dance to all type of equipment, just everything. We do it all, man. And we're so self-contained, it's not even funny. We got top of the line cameras, top of the line mics. We got everything we need. We just beginning, and sometimes we sit in my living room and we got all this equipment. We be like, dude, we can actually like do a movie like right now. We got everything. Now we're just in the process of promoting, letting everybody know that we're here.
Okay, so what exactly all of you guys doing? So I know you guys got the production company. Y'all filming and doing different things, right? But are you guys, you say you equipped to film movies, are you guys filming movies? Are you doing music videos? Like, what are you guys actually doing specifically?
Right now we're working on music videos, we're doing documentaries, commercials, whatever you want us to do.
Yeah.
Artist development, all that good stuff. Make feeds, write scripts, you name it.
Who are, well, I ain't gonna have y'all put out y'all Rolodex, but what type of projects have you guys already been in the process of doing or already completed?
So far, we've been working with known people like Marcus McFadden. He's a director. Just got finished shooting a short with him called Tim and Ray Forever, so y'all look out for that. Gino Payne, he's the camera for Walking Dead Game of Thrones. We're about to go to Ohio tonight and go shoot a full feature, Son of Sheba, so y'all look out for that. Right now, we got our own projects we're working on. We have short films that we got called Starway. By my man Shane Sparks. Right now. We got an episode 1 out right now. It's on Facebook and it's on YouTube right now. So y'all need to go check that out.
Shane, you wrote that?
Yeah, check it out.
He's
So
cold, man. He's cold.
This is one of those things where I watch I'm online all the time watching stuff. So, and I heard this term called Star Wire. And this dude was like, they're after me, they're trying to destroy my career. I did this, I did that, and they were star whacking. I was like, wow. Never heard that term before, but it's dope. So I was like, what if you found out that all these conspiracies were real?
Word.
And there was somebody behind it all, making it all happen. but you didn't know. Imagine somebody doing a story or a show about the people behind the scenes that are making all this stuff
That's
happen.
nuts.
So we shot an episode of, I used me as one because we just tried to do a tester. Shane Sparks basically driving down the street in his car. Somebody follows him out of his house and they swerve, and Shane is like, he got his artist in the car and they like tripping, like, why is this dude following us? This dude gets out of the car like, yo, what's up, Shane Sparks? Hey, you, my grandmother and my mother must have, they love you. Can I get an autograph? And right as I go to get the paper to write it, his partner in the car, which is the female, got a hoodie on, pulls a gun up out of the window and blows my head off.
Whoa.
And he says, God, what he say? Just how I like it, up close and personal. And he said, I'm sorry, I skipped one part. What he says is, yo, check this out. This is the last autograph from Shane Sparks before he gets murdered. And I look at him, I say, what you say? And then his girl blows my head off.
Whoa.
So what they do is they get the video or they get the autograph, they go online and people bid for it. Because it's the last autograph or last picture or last interview, whatever. They got it. So the people bid for it. It's like that black market type shit.
Look, first and foremost.
Yeah.
No, you good to cuss, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the N-word to people. yeah, we good. First off, it's like, listening to you explain it made me excited, made me want to watch. But how does it feel to be able to not just come up with a concept, but to put together a project, film it, edit it, drop it? Like, you have all the power between the three of you guys. Like, what does that feel like?
That's what's cold about it. I'm telling you, man, like I never felt like that with anybody in this world. Even when I was dancing, dude, I'm just gonna go back real quick. If you look at all my videos, you never see me dance because I had a dance crew when I was like 15, 16. If I'm not dancing with them, I'm not dancing.
Okay.
You feel me? Now I'm out here doing film. I never wanted to do that until I met these dudes.
Man.
So when you got that power on your side, you got that talent, you got that, everybody's got that same drive. As soon as I said it, I was like, yo, check this out, blah, 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 blah. They was at my house.
Ready.
On the bus, like, they got up, came to my house. It was at my house, and we shot it that day. Literally, I edited that night, and we looked at it, we was like, he came in, he was like, this is God!
So, Leon, like for you, like when you guys get on the phone, you get a call, you know what I'm saying, hey, this is the idea. Like, what's running through your mind when you headed over there, like you said,
Well,
to
I
go
do a
pull
lot
up?
of the casting and get people ready, so I gotta think, who do I call now? Gotta go through my Rolodex, my phone, my memory, and see who I remember look good and could probably fit the part.
This guy right here is so cold. You just give him a couple sentences, and he'll just start manufacturing the whole storyline in his head.
Try it.
Yeah,
Try it.
okay.
Don't get him started.
So with all the exactly. So like with all of the web series out there, I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys know what is one of the most I would say, where do you get your inspiration from? Do you actually get your inspiration from just thought and experience, or do you get it from, like, you see something and you say, this is what I don't want to do?
All that goes into it.
Yeah,
Especially from the people.
We think.
When you got somebody who calls you and say they have a vision, they want to shoot a music video, concept.
Right.
We say, send me that track, and then we take that track and we zone out. We put ourselves into it. You know,
Yeah,
because a lot
no
of
doubt.
people make music videos not about the music.
Exactly.
You know, and that's not what we're trying to do. We're making it about your song. You know, we're gonna bring your reality to life.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever had a time where someone was like, yo, you know, I like the concept, but I really want to go in this direction? Was it any type of creative
Oh
differences?
no, you gotta be open-minded. In
Yeah.
production, things gonna change all the time.
All
You're
the
gonna have
time.
your storyboard and your shot list. As soon as you get on set, half that's gonna change right then and there.
Right.
And you gotta be prepared for that. You ain't willing to change, your production's gonna be shut down.
We say, you stay ready, you gotta get
You
ready.
gotta be
That's
prepared.
truthfully. No doubt, no doubt. So, real quick, before I ask the next question, can you just give the people where they can find it on YouTube? Like, give them the YouTube page too.
Oh, Curtis, you got that one.
Oh, we got the Team No Sleep YouTube. You put the Star Wake up on which
Yeah.
page?
It's on Instagram right now. I didn't post it though. Did y'all post it on YouTube?
No.
Okay, did you? I
We
mean,
got a little clip of Star White on Instagram,
And the
but
Also on Instagram.
Yeah,
Okay.
Instagram.
Facebook.
Final Focus Productions. That's our Instagram.
No, I think, matter of fact, I think I posted the demo.
Yeah, you posted
on my
the
page.
reel.
Yeah, that's what clips from
Yeah,
it.
that's
Yeah, no doubt. 'Cause when you started talking about it, I started having visions and realized it was vision that y'all already shot.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
sent it. That's what's up. You had another question, Ella?
Oh, nah, well, basically, you know, how is it like working with people who don't have the talent as far as acting is concerned, in your opinion, right? but making it come to life where you actually make it to where they're actually the ones who are the star. When I say that to say this, I'm not an actor, right? But at the end of the day, if you're shooting, you can make me into whatever you want me to be because you have the vision and I might just be the talent. So with that being said, how does that work with you? Like, give me the mindset of where you at.
For me, it's like this. I feel like you don't have to experience certain things to know how certain things feel.
Right.
But everything happens in the mind. And if I could tell you what to think, what to feel, how to feel it, and give you a little scenario about the experience, then I could take you there. It's sad if I can't, because that means that you're in the wrong business. Whoever I'm working with, if I can't take you there mentally with what I'm telling you, then we probably got to call it a day. You feel me? Because you just right. Everybody. But at the end of the day, most people, like, it's certain things that has happened to us that we can trigger to make a moment happen behind a camera. And I'm good at pulling that out because I've been through a lot and I've seen a lot. And I kind of know how the mind works, you know what I mean? It's a powerful tool that we have that a lot of people don't really understand it. And I have artists that I work with and they're talking like, dude, I don't know how to do this, or dancers, and I don't know how to do that. And once I tell them, like, for example, as an artist, they're like, I've never been on stage before. I said, don't think about you ain't never been on stage before. What's your song about?
Yeah.
How did you feel when you wrote that song? Who are you as a person? Do you want to be sexy? You want to be thuggish? You want to be soft? You want to be how you want to be? Think of that in your mind before you get out there. Psych yourself up and then go. And everything else will fall in the pocket. There's a lot of people out there that are not that talented, but they believe in themselves so much, you end up doing their moves. And I put this out there. I remember when, I feel stupid about it now, but I remember when Drake first put that red light video out, and he was dancing, he was doing all that crazy stuff. As a dancer, I was like, what is Drake doing?
Right.
But he was so committed to it, the world danced with him.
Man.
You
Exactly.
feel me?
Confidence.
You feel me? He was so confident with what he did, the whole world was imitating. And I see people out at the clubs doing it, and I'm like, getting props off that move. You know what I mean?
That little move.
Yeah, so, you know what I mean? So if the person can really go in there and really know how to pull from inside, you can make miracles with them. And as a director, producer, writer, that's our job. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. And it didn't help that the visuals, it was just him. And what you saw was just a background, you know?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, he was brave enough to say, all right, and I guarantee you, I could be wrong, that they probably played the music and he was like, I'm just gonna go. And he just did whatever, because there was no continuity, there was nothing to it. Like, he was just dancing. I was like, what is he doing? But now when you look at the video, now when you look back at the video, you were like, he's bugging.
Really?
He's bugging. Like, he's doing everything that everybody was doing for the next 5 years. You feel me? Or however long that song came out, everybody done did at least one of those moves in their video or in some type of something. You know what I mean? Now it's like, now he's the best dancer in the world.
Man. So,
How that happened?
seeing how, you know, what you guys are talking about is innovation, right? Being able to create something that people haven't seen before, being able to create something that the people want to see, right? Where do you guys, how do you guys determine as a team what's the best things to do? Like, for example, let's say Shane, you come up with a good idea and Leon don't like it. You're dealing with somebody that's gonna tell you straight up like, yo, maybe we should do this? Or do you guys support each other and see it through and then just, you know, let the chips fall where they may?
Constructive criticism is key in this industry, man. We give it to each other all the time. We can't take that and we ain't gonna make it.
Yeah.
You know, you ain't gonna make it far at all. Like, these guys put me in check when I didn't get a check, and we put them in check, they gotta get a check. And it's all love in it, man. It's production, it's a family, it's a team.
Respect.
Absolutely. That's how a good team works. You know what I'm saying? It's just like everybody have that respect because you all got a job, and if all three of y'all don't mesh well with that situation, it's not going to be a good look.
Yeah.
I do notice that with a lot of teams. You know what I'm saying? Like with me and Outlaw, you know what I'm saying? We talk everything out, you know, and we both have similar. I would say the way we think is kind of like parallel. You know what I mean? He may think of it in the same, we going in the same direction, but he might have a different perspective of it because he's a different individual, but it always works. We always make it work where it's like, okay, well, you know what? We're not going to go back and forth with it. And if we do go back and forth with it, we're going to come to a common solution because that's how the team works. Teamwork make the dream work, like you say.
And we don't have no bad ideas. So every idea we get, we try to flow with it, make it twisted, make it pop, make it lock.
And what's dope about what he just said is, it's usually, the idea come from inspiration. Like, we don't like, okay guys, what's next? We don't do that. It's like, out of the blue, I'll call him up, they'll call me up, whatever.
We'll be playing ping pong.
Yeah, we'll be playing ping pong. We'll be like, you know what, it'd be cold? And then we go with it. A lot of stuff we don't record, I just write it down and put it in the phone, and it's just sitting there waiting for waiting for the right moment to bring it out. Because if you could go in the phones, and I'll just say the bulk of what Final Focus has, y'all, like that Starwalker, that's cold. But it ain't as cold as the stuff that we have. Like some of the stuff that I'm like, wait till y'all see like Domain. Let me tell them a little bit about Domain.
He's gonna put that one out.
Please talk about that.
I'm gonna play Domain. Okay, picture this. There's two guys that grow up. One's a dancer, one's a best friend. The dancer goes to LA, becomes famous, brings the best friend up.
Right.
Best friend's with him, he's doing all this stuff, traveling, going around the world, da-da-da-da. The best friend opened up a dance studio. He's like, yo, I'm about to make a dance studio, it's gonna be dope, da-da-da-da. So he makes a dance studio, make his best friend a partner, so now they're doing all this crazy stuff. The dancer dude who built it goes to jail for some bull. He goes to jail for a few months, so maybe I'll say like a year. Then his best friend takes over the whole situation, and he's an evil dude. At the end of the day, he's a bad dude. But his best friend, the guy who brought him in, loves him. So he overlooks everybody talking about it. You know he ain't about. But he's like, it's my boy, dog. We're with him since I was 12.
Right.
So he overlooks everything. So now he goes away. When he comes out, his boy running everything. He's sitting up in the office like this. When the dude walks in, like, yo, what's up? He's like, yo, this is my place now. It's called something else at the time. So what happens is the choreographer dancer has to go start another place. When he goes start another place, that's Domain. So now they're both competing in the dance world to control it. This was doing the evil stuff, this was doing the good stuff. So he's got the integrity. Like, yo, this is how we're gonna do it. This was got a prostitute and stripping and selling their souls for money. And he's pimping them. This was trying to save it. So the interaction and everything that I've been through as a dancer, choreographer in the dance world, I'm telling those stories indirectly because I know so much. And I'm adding a little bit to it to make it more glamorous, but Domain is the ish. And we got that, like, yeah.
I can't wait to see it. I can't wait. You know what I'm saying? Because the way I'm looking at it from my perspective, like, okay, the way you explain it, I can see it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, okay. Because there's so many people go through that in life. Not even, not dancing or whatever, but they go through that in anything that they do.
Exactly.
So that right there is a good story. I like that.
Yeah, we got our boy Steel Strong Production up in Utah. He over there working for us. He's trying to get all the money he could get non-stop.
Domain is in effect right now.
100,000. Be $1 million. So bring it on. We'll take it on.
Hey man, you know what? And that's a lovely thing. Once you get that seed money, everything is clear sailing. Yeah, you heard?
And I want to say this too while we're sitting here because he's about to head out tonight.
Yeah.
And me and Leon, we together, pretty much. Yeah, he's going to Ohio. What time you leave out?
I leave out at 9 o'clock.
You leave out at 9, so we're going to work, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I just want to say this. This is my team. These are the dudes I love right here, okay? You feel me? So the people that are listening to this, the people that are going to see us in the future, you watch it on Instagram, whatever, look at us as a team that's coming out here to change the game. We ain't trying to get rich off of it. You get rich because you're good at what you do. You feel me?
Absolutely.
We're just trying to do what we love. So just pay attention to what we're doing, and if you love what you see, let us know. I want y'all to know, I love this dude right here. He's so goddamn talented. Y'all have no idea. Y'all only see a little stuff that he be posting. Y'all be like, you got to see him behind the camera. You feel me? That's why he travels and do all this stuff on the side. This man right here, I've been knowing him forever. He can take, I don't care what it is, he can take a camera, a microphone, and be working them all at the same time. He'll be doing the sound, he'll be doing the mic. I mean, he'll have a camera, and he'll be doing behind the scenes. You know, he get the dancers. I mean, it's so organ, like it's so many things that go on in this thing. It's sad to say that this is the weaker side of me. Because they're more of the production side. Like I create and I edit and I do music and stuff like that. But when it comes to the camera stuff, it's them two. I just kind of create what we're gonna film. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So the backbone is here. I'm just not supporting, but I'm just here. You feel me?
Okay.
But I just want everybody to know that this it's amazing. And we got another dude by the name of Chappelle. Chappelle is a beast.
Shout out Jack Chisholm.
Yeah, shout out. He's a beast, and he has taught a lot of us a lot of the things that we know. And I just met Chappelle, and I have the utmost respect. You go into his house, he's got a garage. Dude, he can do commercials, music videos,
Never
music.
alone.
He's a self-contained man. He got every gadget you could think of. So we got an amazing team. Then we got a boy by the name of Izzy. He was like an investor and accounting at the same time on our team. So he takes care of the money. He take care of payments and paperwork. And so we got our team. You feel me? It's all still new. We're still learning, but we got our team and we're growing as a unit. So I just want people to take us serious because it's not a game. You feel me? So that's just kind of what I want to put out there. So
Final Focus is the movement, y'all. Y'all gotta
Yeah.
get with it. I mean, if you want videos, if you have any ideas for a web series or anything like that, holla at these brothers, commercials, whatever it is. Even, I mean, look, choreography. If you need that, editing, anything y'all need editing, give them your social media real quick before we go into a break.
okay, well, what's your sauce?
One State of Mind Productions, Instagram, also Final Focus Productions, Instagram.
Let's talk about your back.
I am Shane Sparks. And I am Shane Sparks is my Instagram, and then Final Focus Productions Instagram.
Mine is at @lrich_ENT Instagram, and also at Final Focus Instagram.
No doubt, man. We're gonna get back with Final Focus, but we're gonna get into some music first. This is your boy Louis Outlaw,
It's your boy LS.
and this is Hip Hop Radio on
22.3 Takeover Vegas Radio.
If you want that Netflix quality,
Oh yeah.
yeah, you
Speaking
gotta
of
come with
accessible,
it.
this week I had like maybe 10 calls. Somebody said, "Can you do something for $80, $200?" I'm like,
And we're not trying to be arrogant. It's not about that, but literally,
So
when you work and prepare for what you do, you want to be respected and get paid for what you do. You feel me? Like we done been through a lot of stuff individually. Now collectively, we've come to make this company. So if you want great quality, you have to pay for it.
True.
And we'll cut some corners, you know what I mean? Because if a project is really dope, we might be like, yo, okay, we're going to take an L on this. He come with a project. It was an artist. What was that dude's name you came with?
It was
Was
Chris.
video?
Who, Deuce?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, my man called me Deuce, man. Hit me up, Deuce. Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
cold artist, man. Cold
Song
artist.
was so tight, we was like, we're gonna just shoot this on the strip.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is really for us too, because now it gives us something to post to let people know, like, yo, this is our quality, this is our style and vibe when we shoot a music video.
Right.
You know what I mean? We might have done it for free, but now y'all see how we do it, you feel me? And a lot of times, you know, it's not about the money. It's just that if you want us to do a $10,000 project, please don't come, you know what I mean? Like, don't do that. I hate that.
Man, no doubt.
yeah, I had guys at work ask me, could you guys just take over this project for us? But we wanted to hire a team, but we didn't have enough money. I'm like, then how am I supposed to help you?
Right, exactly.
He sent me the whole idea in the email. I'm still looking at it. It has a
Yeah.
good concept, but he had no direction.
Yeah, it's
But
crazy.
and then we work with Leather Brown Crooks. That's another.
Shout out Leather Brown Brooks.
It's an alternative rock band right here out of Vegas. They're about to go on tour. You've seen them on the reel, on our Instagram and all that.
Yeah.
So yeah, they keep us working too. About to do a big old tour. We the team.
And I want to put this out there real quick. We shot a show called Bust the Move.
Bust the Move.
We shot a show called Bust the Move in LA. It's a dance competition, and we're actually shooting the sizzle here on between the 20th and 29th. We're looking for the location right now, but that's going to be something really dope for dancers to come out and support. It's almost like Soul Train meets America's Best Dance Crew meets comedy. That's why, like in our reel, you see Red Grant and
Mike P.
my boy Mike P.
Yeah.
They're like part of the hosting in it, you know what I mean? So it's like got comedy and it's got the dance royalty. So it's got professional dancers that people know from Instagram or from TV sitting in the audience, basically judging them. Like it's really sick. So we're gonna be shooting that at the end of this month. So once we post that, just come out and represent.
Yeah, I seen something on your Instagram. You guys were filming a movie, helping film a movie. What was that right there? I saw that when y'all had the car on.
The Cardinale.
Yeah. Talk about that,
I was
man.
out LA with my man Tone Deaf, man. My man Tone Deaf out in LA shooting
Dope.
his short film, which is gonna be amazing. You should be finished cutting that up by now too, Tone. Actually, no, I gotta go back out there on the 30th, help him do another scene. But yeah, man, he went all out with his production, man. We had the car and the trailer, the police escort, we riding down the highway. I'm sitting in the middle doing the BTS photography. We got the people at the front. I mean, it was a serious production. I mean, when we go hard, man.
Yeah.
Shout out, Tom.
That looked dope.
What kind of projects do you guys like doing the most? I mean, I know that doing your own projects is great, but if I mean, from music videos to filming short films to filming other people's TV shows and different things like that. I know you guys get a chance to touch a lot of different things, but what are some of you guys' individual favorites? I mean, from behind the cameras and from a creative perspective.
I mean, for me, it is that, and it's also the people, man. I like to meet some people that believe in themselves and have a dream. I like bringing people's dreams to life.
Man.
So it is about the concept, but it's also about the person for me, the individual, because I couldn't get here without help, or a lot of things that I've been through, going through the ups and downs, and put myself in an uncomfortable situation. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's about for me, man. The people, man.
Mm-hmm.
All day.
And me personally, I like anything that's like dramatic. I like drama. I like some people to tell a story and have show honest emotion.
Okay.
I like to see things where a girl like I'm gonna tell you one of my favorite scenes is in what's the movie with the girl Phoenix. And you remember at the end when it wasn't the movie Phoenix, but it's the character Phoenix. At the end of the last X-Men, when she was like, and she starts to scream, and she starts, and she starts using her powers and stuff.
Yeah.
Man, that's the sexiest thing a person can do is show their strength and be honest with it. And when you see her do that and go in slow motion, and she just like her eyes turn a certain color, and man, I get tears when I see it because I know she's 100% committed to that moment. It's not acting no more. It's like, and I guarantee you, after the scene was over, they had to sit her down and relax her because it's, it's a lot of fake stuff out there and a lot of fake bull crap. And you be like, they make a lot of money off of it, but when you see that honest character, actor, actress really go in, that's my favorite thing. And that's one of the things that I have yet to do with our team behind the camera is get somebody to honestly. That's my goal, is to have somebody honestly express themselves before the camera, because so many people are shy, you know what I mean? They're so scared, they're so timid. So I've yet to get that talent that's just like, I'm ready.
Ready to go.
I'm
right?
ready.
Yeah.
And she goes in or he goes in, and you just like, that was so cold. You don't have to do it again, like that was cold.
Right. Have you ever come close to that?
No.
Nah.
Not yet.
So a lot of the stuff is more story driven and character driven, and it's dancing and it's more fake, like you know what I mean? It's
I get it. Production. It's all production.
But to actually have a girl just like go through a scene where she's being trafficked and see her escape and see her being attacked, the terror on her face of what she would look like and feel like at that moment, as something I haven't really had the pleasure of doing, but I want to capture that. Because everything is kind of new for us, so we haven't got. I just don't feel like we got to that level where we get that caliber of actor or actress yet.
Got it.
And I'll just be honest with you.
And that's coming. That's coming. It's coming.
And for me, my favorite thing is the comedy. I love to laugh. Like when we did Mike P. and Breakn, and I'm on sound most of the time, so the impact the laughter being so loud. I also like the action, the dramatic parts when you car chase, when we chase you down the street, I'm staring out the top of the Mercedes-Benz, staring out the sunroof, and just filming with my camera, flying through the streets in the school zone or after school hours.
Anyway,
Don't talk about it. So like, one of the things I hate, my biggest pet peeve is people who come to us and be like, yo, we got this, we got this, we got this, we got this, we want this, we want that, and that. Get us all hyped, doing treatments, and then flake.
never heard from the beginning.
That's the hardest thing to deal with because we start, we're like this. As soon as you say this is what you want and this is what you got as far as like payment, we're already at the house talking about, okay, so this is how we're going to do it, And I had to catch myself and I had to catch us and be like, because the last one, I was just like, I don't know what's happening with it because it's still in the air, but I was like, let's not make a move until the half the deposit is in the account.
Right. I was going to say that.
Once that happens, then we can move.
Right.
But right now,
did that motivate you guys to say, okay, well, we need the first half up front?
of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. And that's where we are right now.
Yeah.
Well, how does the process work? Somebody coming in as a consumer that want to take advantage of you guys' product, like, do I come with an idea first? Do I come with, hey, what's going to be the price for this idea? Do I need to pay for your consultation time? Like, how does it work?
Pretty much first, you have an idea up front, because you don't waste your time talking to us for nothing, and then we come up with the idea for you, you don't like it. So at least come with a concept, and make sure you have a small budget to start, like a deposit budget, or just I'm going to think about it budget, something. But it got to be pushed. You got to have the idea in your head ready to go.
Yeah, I feel like that's. I think anybody who has anything that they want to get shot, they should have some type of concept first. Because, excuse me, we're going to make it come alive. We could take over it if you want us to. But I feel like it's your song, it's your vision. Tell us what you want, and then we'll just evolve or develop it. You know what I mean? So that's just how I feel. I feel like, you know, if you're an artist, you should already kind of know what you want, your direction. Nobody can tell me how I'm going to move or how I'm going to sound or whatever. I just want you to make me visually dope. That's really it.
So in between the time I come with you guys with my idea,
Mhm.
what's the time frame between that and when we're going to go film?
With this guy, maybe 10 minutes later.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'll say this. No, look, I'll say this. With our team, because like all of our equipment is at one spot. If we know what we're about to do, literally, just like when we was with Flav, we did this thing with Flavor Flav the other day for this documentary that we're doing in Cincinnati. We had to get with Flav and do this whole thing at his hotel. Literally, my boy was like, "Yo, can y'all go shoot Flav? Yeah, can y'all go shoot Flav and do this thing?" We was at the house. Even though he flaked that day, but we was at the house and we was sitting there ready to go. And I was telling my boy, like, "Where Flav at? Where Flav at? We can't get him. Well, he ended up not working that night, but then the next day, but we was already ready. But we're like that because we know what we want to do and we know what we're capable of. Right. So if you're the more specific you are, the better it is for us. The faster we'll move. If you got your stuff together, we'll be like, all right, you got the location? Let's go. Tomorrow, let's shoot. And you know, it's other little details, but if you got your stuff together, we on it as soon as like the next day or the following day. It shouldn't take that long for somebody to get a process done if everybody knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like laggers and people. Well, you know, I was thinking that we should. No, dude, go get it together and come back to us, or just give us the song and then we'll create it and then we'll shoot it to you. You know, but then that just goes into like, you know, I hate to say you got to pay more money, but the more work you give us, the more we should be compensated. Yes. That's just with anything in this world. You feel me? And I'm gonna tell you this. Anybody that's smart right now that's trying to do anything visually, you should listen to us and try to get with us now, because I guarantee you, I'm not saying this, I'm not bragging. In a year, it's gonna be a different world.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah. With that being said, somebody who is trying to get into doing what you guys are doing, right? What would be the best equipment that they should get on a small budget?
Where's your brother?
Yeah, where's your
It really depends on what you're trying to do.
Right.
You know, if you're trying to do photography, videography, and things like that, it depends on what you're trying to do, and that'll base it, because it's really not, you know, I don't know if you ever heard the term, it's not the paintbrush, it's the painter.
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah, so that's basically it. It ain't about $100,000 camera. Do you know how to use the camera? You can do it on the phone if you know what you're trying to do. But you know, you can start. I would get like a starter budget, like $1,000.
Yeah.
That should get you enough to get started. Don't try to do Netflix with it.
Right?
You don't have the Sony yet.
Just a little starter budget. You know, you can check in with tripod, the basic. Make sure you got lights, because that's really important.
I was about to ask you about that lighting.
Yeah.
How important is lighting?
That's
Everything. Lighting is everything.
Lighting is number one,
Right.
before anything, because you can make a camera that's a $200 camera look like something nice with some good lighting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I would say like $1,000.
Oh, okay. Now, with somebody who doesn't really know too much about lighting, what are the best lights to have? Like I seen the one that you guys have, the oval one that goes around the camera
Ring
that
light.
they use. What's it called? The ring, right?
Yeah.
That ring, they've been using it for a long time, and now that a lot of people are doing things on their own because they use them for the big cameras. Now that they're using those, are those a good? Is that a good lighting, or the one that actually mounts on top of the camera? Depending on, like when I say low budget, what would be the best lighting?
It depends on what you're doing. Like the ring light is good because it's more of an interviewing camera for one person.
Right.
One person can control it because your camera sits in between the lighting.
Yeah.
It'll be hard for you to have another light mounted on top of that one. The ring light gets a full, it'll light you up all the way around, but a directional light on top of your camera is only going to light your face. So it just depends. But a ring light is good. I know that's real popular right now. Yeah. For interviews and stuff like that.
Oh, what about, you guys do a lot of stuff outside too. I mean, I saw you guys out on Railroad.
Appreciate
I
it.
see you guys out, you know what I'm saying, putting in some work in different hot spots and places. So, like, what are the differences between working inside and outside, besides the obvious, you know, like the weather and things like that? But is your equipment totally different when you're going outside, or you just going fully equipped every time you roll?
Oh, we fully equipped. Our camera is good for low light and 5600. So
Yes, sir.
we ready to go, man, anytime.
And outside curtain's got the drone, he got the 4K drone up in the sky.
We got that unique Typhoon 4K Intel 360 spin drone.
All that.
Ready to go.
So basically, for the lay folks like myself, they got the camera that can fly. Camera that can fly. Right? Look, this is what's great about what I get to do. Like, I'm an artist, right? So I create my music. I take the time.
We still got to finish that video though.
No, real talk. Because just sitting here with you guys as an artist, not just for the work that we need to do together, but just for myself. It makes me check myself. Like, that's what I was talking about inspiration earlier. I see you brothers working, I see your passion, I see your joy while you're even just talking about it, not just while you're doing it, and it makes me want to go and push a line and do more. For you fellas, coming up in the game, coming up doing different things, and now meeting right here together, how important is it for you guys to actually have a team?
Oh man, I mean, I grew up with a big family and a team, so it was always love. If I ain't had it, they had it. They ain't got it, I got it. If you around me and you hungry, you ain't hungry, you eat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's very, very important. Like, it was a blessing for me to meet these guys. I mean, it was a real blessing, and everything just fell into piece like it was supposed to. Like, this is how it's supposed to be.
Yep.
So I'm going with the flow. I'm going for the journey.
Yes, sir.
And it's a good journey. Like, I put my all in this. I mean, I quit my job. I left my apartment. I went homeless to do what I'm doing now. And I've met some of the biggest people in the game, and it worked out. So you gotta invest in yourself to bring out the best in yourself. Get out that comfortable stage. Be uncomfortable. Put yourself in that uncomfortable position and watch how you work. Trust me. Watch how you work.
Y'all gotta listen to what he's saying, because that is so true for everyone who has taken a dive off that cliff and went for their dreams. You know what I'm saying? You gotta believe that you can fly. I mean, that's just not a cliche. You gotta believe that, hey, look, you know what? I'm going to put this in there, and I'm going to jump off, and I'm going to take that stand and that step to say, look, whatever happens, I know what I want to do. And somebody will give you that opportunity because God will put it in your path. And all you got to do, the only person that's going to be in your way is you.
Right.
Actually.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? Speaking of which, I ain't get where you guys are from, since you. You know what I'm saying? Where y'all from?
Well, me, originally I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Okay.
But I moved to LA about in the early 90s. So, and then I moved to Vegas just 6 months ago.
Okay.
7 months ago now.
See, I'm from Belize. I grew up in LA, met Shane, and then when he said moving to Vegas, I'm like, here go the team.
Here go the team, right?
For a long time. I do everything by myself.
Right.
That's why it was Elrich Entertainment before, but now we forward that to Final Folks Production. Because I was shooting his video, I was doing photography, I was at work all day. It was non-stop, so it was just me. When Shane said, I'm coming, I'm like, we about to go big. And then Curtis walked into my place. I lived in the complex he worked at. 1 month later, he quit his job and said, I'm working with you. So that's how we became a team.
No doubt.
And I'm originally from Baltimore, Bodymore, Murderland.
Bodymore, Murderland.
Been out here for about 4 years now, and it's like it's the best thing I've ever done, man. I'm glad I made it out. Whoever else made it out,
No
shout
question.
out, I made it out of people, man.
Oh man, and let me tell you something, man. If y'all don't know about Baltimore, y'all know about Baltimore. I mean, we hear about Chirac all the time, but I'm from the East Coast, so I know exactly what he's talking about. So it's a blessing to make it out of there too. You know what I'm saying? We all come from just different walks of life, but the same struggle. And I would just tell you, like, for these brothers to come together and do something positive and righteous like this, man, it ain't nothing but a blessing. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely salute y'all.
I want to ask you guys, what's some styles, who are some producers and directors and actors that y'all might not like? Like, is there anybody out there when they come on the film, you turn it off, or something that comes, like, I'll give y'all an example. Like, I'm not big into the TV series, right? I will not watch Empire. I'm a big Power fan. I got caught up in Power, but like I won't get into Game of Thrones or nothing like that. Like, it's just not me, because I don't want to be sitting on the hangnail waiting for this next show to come on. So for you guys, like, what type of stuff you guys won't watch?
Wow. You know what? It's funny that you say that, because I'm like this. I kind of slow down on watching series-driven shows because for some reason they never come back.
True.
And I've watched a lot of shows and I'll be like, this is amazing. For example, All American. Did you watch All American?
I've seen a little bit of
Oh
that.
my God, dude! I'm telling you, that was one of the best shows to come out. I don't know if it's ever coming back. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. There's a lot of stuff on Netflix. I'm just like, I'm watching it, like Bloodline and Doctor Fisher or whatever. It's some dope. I mean, like, this is the most amazing thing ever. And then it never comes back. So it made me so mad. I was like, I'm gonna stop watching this movie because it's setting you up for nothing. There's no result. I'm more into movie watching. But one of my favorite directors is, I guess you call him director, is Quentin
I was
Tarantino.
about to say, took my man.
Hey, guys, look, listen, go and see,
Boy's cold.
what is the movie that's out right now? Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh yeah. I'm going to go
Woo!
see that.
Like, you
I
know
didn't
what's,
even know it was out.
yeah, it came out. This came out last week.
Okay,
It-
okay.
It's fire. And what I like about it is, it's so normal.
Yeah.
And when I say normal, like, he would take a scene of you coming from here, going to get in your car, starting it up, and driving home, and he'll shoot that whole scene and make it shot so beautifully that you won't even realize that you just watched probably the most boring scene. But
It was the most
yes, it was so
He
interesting.
is really like that.
His music.
He does that so well, and in this movie, you can't go wrong when you got what's his name, Leonardo,
Yeah.
Right.
and
Gabriel.
what's his boy name that's with him, the other guy, no, huh?
I can't think of it.
Whatever. It'll come to me then. But he got two of the strongest actors in the game going up against each other in this movie. And man, I'm gonna say the coldest thing he did, it hurt my heart, but I loved it. Because he goes back in the 70s and 80s, he got Bruce Lee in there. Did you see Bruce in the previews?
I seen a little bit of it.
Okay. You're gonna go see it and
I got it.
Don't tell him
No,
what we
I got
know,
this
yo.
one part. One part. You're gonna be so mad because when I saw the previews, I'm like, oh my God, he got Bruce. That made me want to see it regardless.
He thought he had
But
the
when
real
you
Bruce.
see, but when you see that scene play out, you're gonna be like, really, really, like for real.
You gonna make me go see that this
Go,
weekend.
yeah, but I love it, and I actually had the pleasure of meeting him when we did.
Okay.
We did You Got Served, and You Got Served won a couple awards. He was actually there, and I took a picture with him. He was like, "This is one of my favorite movies, man. I love this movie." I'm looking like that's fucking Quentin.
Right.
That was cool. So he took a picture with me, but. One of the things I like about it because he's just honest, and if he likes your stuff, he's very like excited about it. And so when I got to meet him, it was dope because it was like one of those things where I'm excited about his work, he's excited about my work, and you know it's very rare that you meet people that you just like, damn, he's cool. You know what I mean? So I had a great opportunity, you know, to meet him, and yeah.
No doubt. That's dope. Now, have you guys do you have a favorite like old school director? Anybody that's like, you know, something that like from back in the day, or even just a movie that was shot.
I know a movie, but I don't know who the director was. But y'all remember that movie Fresh?
Oh yeah. Fresh.
Cold.
Oh, I
That
love
dude
Fresh.
was cold.
The whole movie was ill. You know what I
I don't
mean?
know who directed it.
Oh,
I'm
man, we
mad
gotta
at
look
myself
it up.
for that, but I gotta look that up, man. That movie was cold.
Fresh was dope.
It was dope.
I've always liked Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's
Like
the
his
guy.
King Kong. Going there, waking up like, what the hell just happened? And I had an ex, all she watches scary movies, so I was in the middle already.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Ostro. What's that?
That's the producer.
Fresh?
Oh,
Yeah.
What's the name?
Randy Ostro.
Randy Ostro. Shout out to you. You know,
Where you at, man?
Speaking of Steven Spielberg, right? And you know, I was gonna ask you your favorite movie, but I like so many Spielberg movies to be disrespectful. Like I'm a big Indiana Jones guy, but one movie that he doesn't get credit for a lot that he really came together, Color Purple, man.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah.
And people gotta recognize Steven Spielberg for that in itself. I mean, you watch that movie, you can say Spike Lee directed that movie. And Steven was cold by capturing, not just having all those great actors together, but capturing the actual theme of the movie and putting it together. You would never think that Steven would do something like that, man.
I never knew that.
Bro, it was on this morning. It's been on premiering on Hulu and Netflix.
Yeah, that was
It's been on
Steven
streaming.
Spielberg.
But I mean, just that scene from when the lady comes into the church screaming, singing "God's got trying to tell you something." I mean, but Steven to be the director of that,
Right,
that's how
right.
you know, man. That dude is definitely legend status. I mean, his work says that for itself, man. But just in black film, I mean, that's ridiculous.
I have a question. How did y'all feel about, I don't know the lady's name, but you remember there was a lady that was online that said she wrote Matrix?
Yes.
She did.
I know she
Matrix
did.
is one of my favorite movies
Yeah.
of all, series of all time.
What do you feel about the fact that, I don't know too much about it, but I've watched a whole bunch of stuff about it, that it's like she did all that, it got taken, and nobody got in trouble for it.
You know what it
There's
is?
no drama about
It's straight Hollywood. I would say just the big companies, the machines. When you got the machine behind you, they can just make anything disappear, go away. And she had a lawsuit for a long time.
She got her money. She got her dope.
She got her money,
This
but
was so cold. No, I'm gonna take it a step further on y'all. 'Cause, like, okay, Matrix is one of my favorites.
no doubt.
Did y'all know that she actually wrote Terminator as well?
I know, that's what I
And that
said.
Terminator is the prequel to the Matrix?
Yeah. Listen to her talk. If y'all ever go and listen to her talk, she breaks those movies down
Cold.
piece by piece. You be like, yeah, she wrote
Bro,
that.
and this is what's crazy, because, I believe in the Holy Ghost, you know what I'm saying? I'm a child of Christ. So, a while back, a few years before I ever heard about it, I'm like, hold on. It would make sense if Terminator, Matrix, it came together. And then to find out that it was really true, and then it came from the mind of this black woman, like, it was ingenious what this lady put together.
Exactly.
And still didn't receive not even the bulk of the credit, but even the bulk of the money for
Exactly.
what was created, man. It's a cold game. Speaking of that, how were you guys protecting yourself with all your creative ideas and all the people that you guys work with from taking from you guys?
That's a great question, and I'll just say this: every day we're learning. You know what I mean? Every day we're learning. Like we know about the copyright and protection and everything. We know about that, but it's a way to get everything.
No
But
doubt.
we're learning those steps right as we speak. So and I just hope and just pray that when we do get our projects that we are protected enough that where somebody like them or want to do something with it that we're protected. But that's the cool part about it, because me personally, I have so many ideas. I like to blurt stuff out,
Yeah, okay.
and I have to pull myself. I have to stop myself sometimes, because a lot of the ideas, they're dope. And right now, we know Hollywood is just repeating everything.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Look at the Lion King, they're real now.
Yeah, exactly.
Why remake something when you can create something new? Right?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They got all the money in the world. They got so many directors and producers that are submitting, but yet they still go and just redo.
You know why, right? I gotta.
Because they own it all and they can keep the money.
They can keep the money,
Yep.
and it's guaranteed money,
Yep.
and they ain't got to take a gamble. They don't want to take
Yeah.
gambles right now. What do you think about people who just sell out? Now, I mean, there's some people who sell out because they're on their last leg, they're starving, and they gotta sell out. But then it blows up, and then they realize the money that they got, if they would have just waited, they could have just they'd be as big as that.
See, that's a catch-22.
Yeah.
Because if they didn't give it up, they wouldn't have probably had the power and the machine to make it what it evolved into.
Right.
So it's kind of one of those situations where it's like, well, if I didn't sell it, I probably would have never got it out there like that. But the fact I did sell it, I knew I had something amazing.
Yeah.
And look what it did. So you kind of kick your butt and kick yourself in the butt. But this is what I say too. Sometimes it's scary because you never know what a situation is going to do. No matter how great a movie, a TV idea is, you just never know what it's going to do. And it's not about being scared. It's just about being broke for 30 years.
Yeah.
And you've been doing this, and then somebody say, that's a great idea, we'll give you $50 million for it. It's not about selling out, it's about and this is another thing I have too, if you're a creator,
You can always create something else, right?
take that. You can take that. You can take that. You know what else is up here? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like the lady who did the Matrix.
Right.
She don't care, she cool. She hate that it happened, but she's like, go ahead, I created this. That's why they couldn't make 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's why 2 and 3 was whack.
Yeah.
Because they didn't know where to
They
go
didn't know
with
where
it.
to go with
I
it.
know it. She talking about I'm doing Matrix 3 and da. She knows where to go with it because she created it. That's where people fail at. They can take your ideal and probably put the first one out there, but when it comes to evolving, they did.
You always got to come back to the foundation.
Always.
How important is editing in your process?
Chap Chisholm?
Because editing is just that's where the magic happens.
I got stretch my legs anyway.
No doubt.
Chap Chisholm?
Editing is the key because you create while you're editing. You
No
know,
doubt.
somebody can shoot something all screwed up, and it's up to you to really, capture the right moments.
Right.
Because I edit off emotions.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
you gotta know if you're doing something exciting to know how to pull into that excitement and cut. So editing is very important. That's like the last step.
And tell the people how strenuous that is.
Oh yeah. Well, if you me, it ain't too bad.
It ain't too bad, right?
No. It's really very tedious.
Yeah, very tedious.
But I do multicam. I can do like 9 screens at a time. So
Wow.
I'm just cut.
Snap.
This is the master of it, y'all.
Yeah, I go with that.
Yeah. 9 screens at a time. I mean, you're talking about people that I've been doing this 10 years and they only do it 4. You know what I mean?
Yeah, some people, the new editors, they doing 1 clip at a time.
Yeah.
Piece together, you can't.
What are you trying to say?
I didn't see you.
No,
But I've been doing it for a very long time. A lot of different projects.
So you say you editing off of passion is more or less like, okay, you want to get the depth of whatever you're doing, whether it's a show, whether it's a movie or a video shoot or whatever the case is, right?
Always. Always.
What's your favorite film of all time?
My favorite is Casino. That's
Casino's great, man.
I'm a money kind of guy, so
Yeah.
I like Casino. And yeah, that's one of my all-time favorites.
Is it hard, and this is a question for all of y'all before we get into this trivia, is it hard for you guys now being on this side of the camera and then being in the room editing, is it hard to look at a film that was poorly done and seeing it and saying, I could do it? Tell them that.
We at the film festivals and they so much brag and talk about how great their film is, and the minute we walk in, I hear muffled sounds and twisted cameras.
Oh my God.
I can't even look at it.
What about that movie we went to go watch? I'm not saying no names, Curtis. But remember you invited me out to watch this movie? I swear to God, I could not understand. I thought a 5-year-old shot it on not even an iPhone, like a flip phone.
Wow.
Like the sound, the lighting, the acting, the locations, the mood. I mean, everything. And it was so sad because when it was over, you know how people sit up, they all stand up and they all get praised, they talk about everything that they did. They were talking about like we just watched Roots or something like that. And I can't, you know how I am when I stay up all night, I can't get that idea out of my head. And then Lisa, I love Lisa. People start yelling. This is my backbone. And we all sit back there like, oh my God, did y'all see the same movie we just saw?
That's crazy.
But back to what you were saying, I know what you were saying. I can't even look at television without looking at angles.
Yeah.
Looking at how they shot it and looking at I look at everything. I can't even appreciate a movie or a TV show as much as I used to, like looking at Martin.
Yeah.
I didn't care about the angles or nothing. I was just enjoying it. But now it's like, oh, they didn't.
But when you see something like, let's say, what's that movie? Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh,
right? Now, when you see that, that's a beast. Like, I was like,
I
wow.
don't know who shot it, whoever did, they did it.
They did their thing. You know, when you see something like that, you can really, really appreciate it.
You don't look at angles, none of that no more.
No, you look at the show.
Yeah.
And is that something that you guys strive for? Is that because that right there is the pinnacle when it comes to certain movies that came out in our time.
Right. All the time. Very technical. So I'm looking at things, I'm looking at how it's shot, and I'm like, okay, I know how to work the equipment now, so I know I can get that look now. So yeah, I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, because I mean, looking at that movie, I was like, yo, how the hell did they do
good
this?
actors too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the actors made it come, but the way that they just shot it and chopped it,
Oh yeah.
he's like, damn.
Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
That's the name I was trying to think of.
Oh, okay. Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt.
You put those two together?
Yeah.
Woo!
Man. Definitely. So, this is the time where we're gonna get into some trivia. You guys.
Don't.
Woo! You get, hey, fun size, you ready on this one? Okay, so, here we go. So I want you guys to name the famous cameraman who went from shooting Spike Lee's films to doing his own horror films. So I got A, Bill Duke, B, Ernest Dickerson, C, Benny Boone, or D, Antoine Fuqua.
Antoine Fuqua. That's what I got to say.
Okay, is that your final answer?
That's just my final answer. I don't even know what it is, but that's what I say.
Okay, so he did Training Day and all that. That was Fuqua. But no, that was a little bit before his time. No, not even Benny Boone. That was Ernest Dickerson. That was Ernest Dickerson. Okay, so we got two more. Come in.
What is it, real quick? What did Dickerson kill?
Ernest Dickerson, he did Death by Temptation. That was his first horror film. What famous director starred in A Different Strokes? Now I'm taking you back.
Whoa.
Was that A, Mario Van Peebles, B, Forrest Whitaker, C, Barry Jenkins, or D, Gordon Parks?
All of the above, not playing. But I think I would say, what's the first one you said?
That was Mario Van Peebles?
Mario Van Peebles.
Okay, you got that? Okay. What'd you say? You said
I was thinking
Van Peebles, right?
Van Peebles.
Van Peebles. He was around at that time, but think about Different
But
Strokes.
can I say this though? What's the second one?
Okay, we got
Forrest
Mario-
Whitaker was actually on the show.
Mario Van Peebles, Forrest Whitaker, Barry Jenkins, or Gordon Parks? Which one you
Okay.
got?
going with Forrest Whitaker.
Okay, I think Forrest. Did you say who was on the show? And
On the
then-
show.
Okay, yeah, I think it was Forrest Whitaker because I don't remember which guy was being on there. But
That's your final answer?
yeah, finally.
You guys are correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High. I remember that.
Oh,
That's
man.
what I mean.
Woo.
Great.
I'm only 21 in Vegas.
It's all good. It's all good. 'Cause, hey, look. This for the okay. We got a last one. This for the people now. You know what I'm saying? We gotta give them some education on this. All right. So the last one is what director funded his own project with a credit card made in 1991? Now it was a hood movie, just like Boys in the Hood and Do the Right Thing and all of that. And Larry Gilliard, it was his breakout role. Larry Gilliard is from The Wire. He played one of the Barksdale boys that was in the Low Towers.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'll give you an example. I'll give you the hint. Well, I'm not going to give you a hint, but the budget was $450,000. Was it A, Hype Williams, B, F. Gary Gray, or C, Matty Rich?
F. Gary Gray.
Okay, so you said F. Gary Gray, right?
F. Gary Gray.
What's the movie? I know the movie.
The movie is called Straight Outta Brooklyn. Straight Outta Brooklyn. So we got Hype Williams, F. Gary Gray, or Matty Rich.
That sounds like Hype.
Wait,
I was thinking that first until
1991. And the answer is Matty Rich. Yes. He made, so he had a budget of $450,000, right? That was his only movie at that. He birthed the guy, Larry Gilliard, who played in The Wire. He plays in a bunch of TV shows now, but like Law and Order and stuff like that. But he was actually the only person who actually funded that movie with a credit card. You know what I'm saying? And they was back in '91. They was giving him a lot of accolades because they was pinning him against Spike Lee at the time, and they was like, "Yeah, this is the new Spike Lee." Da 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 da. And then Matty Rich, he put that together. He had his brother do the soundtrack. His brother was dead whack. I can't even remember him, but that was his only movie. But I want y'all to look up that movie Straight Outta Brooklyn. Because
I remember it, but I don't remember.
You remember that movie?
I remember it, but I don't remember it.
Yeah. It was about the kid. They robbed a drug dealer, and then at the end, they ended up killing his father and his pops was beating on his mother,
Oh, yeah,
and she died. Yeah. See, I should have said that first. But yo, these brothers was good sports at it. You know what I'm saying? They got 1 out of 3. Tell the people where they can find you and what projects you got coming up next. And also just one thing that you plan to accomplish by the end of this year.
If everything goes amazingly, the Bust a Move situation, we will be shooting that. That will be all of our companies shooting that, which is going to be beautiful. We're doing Breakn 3 right now. I don't know if y'all like
Breakn 3?
Breakn 3, yeah.
Get out of here.
We're doing Breakn 3. But the production company is not a part of it yet, but one of my goals is to bring my team in on certain things. Just be a part of it, you know what I mean? Because I'm the director and all that stuff. That's my dude. We're literally talking every day. BET picked it up. We got Fatima coming in as a choreographer.
Dope.
We got the same dude who did New Edition directing.
Okay.
It's ridiculous.
Bring back Ozone and Turbo.
Nigga, hey, I talk to Ozone every day. I'm telling you, like, it's real. Turbo,
Yeah.
all of, like, it's a whole thing going on right now. We even talking to Papa Taco.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's real.
Oh man, listen,
Real.
I'm just happy to be sitting next to the guys that's putting it together. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be fire.
Definitely.
And then you got Server, you got Server 2 coming up. Chris Stokes has got that financed. So we're gonna be dealing with that. And so those are some of the projects that are coming up that's gonna be surrounding us. And me just being in the middle of it is just trying to get Final Focus inside of it, because you know what I mean? Everything is about connections and who you know. So, and as a group, that is, you know, hopefully from this interview, from our social media, and from the work that we're doing, better things will come, and we will be able to, you know, show y'all what we're doing and how good we are. You feel me? And by the end of the year, hopefully we got a series. I would love to have a series on Netflix. That's like the goal. We
and
get
to be the top production company in Las Vegas.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, y'all
Exactly.
on the way, man. We can chop
For
doing.
real. If y'all serious, y'all gonna hit us up. If y'all ain't, then y'all just gonna listen.
You should just go follow us right now. We have Final Focus Productions on Instagram, or you can send us an email, finalfocusproduction@gmail.com.
Say that one more time.
Finalfocusproductions@gmail.com. That's the email direct. I get all the messages. I reply right away, so don't complain.
And is there an S on Productions?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, make sure, because a lot of people like to put production.
Yeah, don't get us confused with the other guys. Pennsylvania, don't do that. No doubt. Also, give all your personal social media as well.
My Facebook is Curtis Abraham. Instagram is One State of Mind Productions. Final Focus Production. Yeah.
No doubt, no doubt. Oh, for sure. And you know, I just want to thank these brothers for coming out and just, you know, telling their stories, giving us some education, and just letting us know how passionate they are. Outlaw, you got anything else to say?
No, be blessed, man. I appreciate you brothers for coming out, man, and showing out, man. It's much love, and I can't wait till my project come out with Final Focus Productions.
Let's
Oh yeah, we're gonna be doing some more business in the future.
Let's go.
Hey yo, we'd like to thank everybody for listening. Hopefully you guys were entertained and definitely educated and enlightened. No doubt. I'm your boy LS, and you can catch me at I.M.LS on Instagram. Outlaw, where they can catch you at?
Well, I'm Duty Outlaw. You can catch me on Instagram at DOODIE Outlaw, or you can catch me at V.Outlaw Jr. on Facebook, man. My number's public. Hit my line.
No question. And also hit our This Is Hip Hop, the #1 on Instagram as well. And like, follow, subscribe. Also follow us on YouTube at This Is Hip Hop. Go ahead, give them.
This is Hip Hop. This is Hip Hop 1.
No. This is Hip Hop on 22.3 Takeover Vegas Radio.
If you didn't know, it's 22.3 Takeover Vegas Radio.
Yes, if you didn't know, not 2.23 Takeover. None of that.
2.2. It's 22.3 Takeover Vegas Radio. Shout out to DJ Funside. Shout out to the whole squad, man. We love y'all, and we'll see y'all next week.
We see y'all next week. The Bad Girls Club is up next. Peace.
This is Final Focus Productions.
And this is Hip Hop Radio on 22.3 Takeover Vegas Radio. Let's go.